Tonight we're going up the hill at the back of the campsite. We're going to do a wild bivvy camp up the mountain. So I'm just packing my stuff. I have got this big Berghaus rucksack here. Nice padded shoulder straps, nice padded waist straps, very comfortable to carry. Using a 3-season sleeping bag, DD Dura sleeping bag there. That will be inside my bivvy bag. So I've got the OEX Bush Pro bivvy bag here. I will probably put a reflective mat inside it as well to keep the heat in as much as possible. It's going to be about 2 degrees tonight, so it'll be quite chilly. I'll be laying my bivvy bag onto this tarp because it's been raining the last few days and the ground is very, very wet. So I'm going to put the tarp down under my bivvy. And I've got my Thermarest Neo Air inflatable mattress with a small flex tail pump. I've got a Vango fold-away pillow, small compact one there. I will be sleeping in the clothes that I'm wearing. I've got leggings underneath these outer trousers, so I can take off my outer trousers, keep my leggings on and my under layers. I have put in a spare thermal top in case the one that I'm wearing gets damp and sweaty. You don't want to be going to bed in damp clothes. So that's for nightwear. I've got a hat to sleep in, some gloves, thin wool ones, and some thicker gloves too. Spare pair of socks to sleep in because I might get wet feet, it's very boggy up there. I have got my down jacket here that I will sleep in inside my sleeping bag. And my waterproof jacket just in case it rains. It's not forecast to rain tonight, but you never know. I will be wearing my knee support because I damaged my knee last year, so anytime I go up on the rough terrain now or slopes, I will wear my knee brace. And the trekking poles. I've got trekking poles as well because that will take the pressure off my knee coming down the mountain. Right, then it's the bits and bobs. So I have got my map and compass of the area. It's very clear weather tonight, so we should be okay, but always take a map and compass. Filter bottle to filter water from the streams, drink it straight out of this bottle, or I can use this, filter it into my jet boil to make a hot chocolate or to cook my dinner. I will be taking my jet boil with me, a fire pot, spicy pork noodles, 510 calories, ready meal, dehydrated. Just pour the boiling water in and eat it out of the bag with my long handled spork. Got a very lightweight titanium spork there. I've also got a rice pudding with cinnamon dessert if I'm extra hungry, and hot chocolates. My mug is in here with my jet boil, just a little ceramic mug there, and my jet boil. I've got some waterproof and windproof matches just in case my lighter runs out of gas for my jet boil. So that's all the cooking stuff in there. Toilet roll, a trowel, a knife for emergency use, head torch, little toothpaste and toothbrush, earplugs, power bank and phone charger, and a few antibacterial hand wipes. And I think that is everything. So in a little while we'll be heading off up the hill behind the campsite. It goes up to Egan and Devil's Kitchen, and we will be finding a suitable place to spend the night up there. This is the campsite. You have the view up there of Cribgoch and Snowdon, and we'll be heading off up there. Next to the farmhouse there is a gate with a footpath which heads up over that hill there you can see in the sun, and that's the way we'll be going tonight. There's a campsite down there. We just headed up through this gate, going up there somewhere. Getting further from the campsite. Lots of sheep up here. Getting nearer to the top now. Hi sheep. That's Snowdon, that's the Lamberis path across the top of that ridge there, and the Quarry Lake down there. There's a sheep's skull. There's a little herd of wild ponies over there. Just trying to work out where we are on the map. We're next to the falls, which are there. So we're about here. And we are going to try and cut across where these streams come down, just up there. So we're going to run along the fence and across there, and then we'll come out near the top of the Devil's Kitchen where we will camp tonight. Just filled up my filter bottle from the mountain stream. Some lovely fresh pure mineral water. See the little group of Welsh ponies over there on the hillside, they're all running around. The ridge there up Snowdon. You can just about see where the train goes up there on the green patch. That's back down towards Lamberis. Helicopters out over Snowdon, and the sun's just setting over by the sea. It's a beautiful sunset. There's a mountain rescue helicopter again. It was out over Snowdon and Cribgoch area earlier. Here comes Curry and the sunset behind. That's Egan up there, and that is Tryfan just over there. We've made it to our wild camping destination just before dark. So we're going to camp just here tonight. You can see the cars driving along the road down there. And there's Tryfan. See the sun rise over the lakes in the morning. This is our camp for the night. We've got our bivy bags out on the side of the mountain. We've put a tarp down under our bivvies to keep us a bit drier because it's quite damp, and it's going to be frosty tonight as well. Gives us an extra layer of protection. Most of our equipment is dark green, so camouflage blends in with the background, we're less likely to be seen. Just going to make a hot chocolate now. What do you mean you haven't got a cup? I haven't got a cup. You can drink it out jet boil pan thing. Oh, I've got a cup. We'll warm ourselves up, get a hot drink inside us before we settle down for the night. It's about 9 o'clock now. Just squeezing some water from the filter bottle into the jet boil pan to boil. My gas canister's got a little insulated cover over it to keep the gas warm so it lights better and the jet boil doesn't tend to go out in the colder weather. It's quite handy. Chocolate here. You have to put your hot chocolate into there after. There's loads of stars tonight. They're boiling. Oh, Phil, come in. Spoon. Cereal bar snack to go with the hot chocolate. Look at the moon over the mountains. And there's Tryfan. You can just make out the silhouette over there. It's a lovely night. That moon is so bright in the sky. Just coming up over the mountains. I woke up in the middle of the night. It's probably about 3 a.m. And you can see the frost. Frost is twinkling on the bivy bags and the tarp. And you can see the sun behind Tryfan ready to come up. Kerry is cocooned in her bivy bag. Such a lovely clear night. Look at the moon. It's lit us up, it's so bright. We're sleeping in our really thick down jackets inside our sleeping bags. And even though it's been minus freezing, I haven't actually felt that cold in my down jacket. Morning. It's freezing, there's ice everywhere. But look at the sunrise coming up over behind Tryfan. And the moon is out over the other side. Ooh. Ice on our bivy bags. There's the moon up there. And this is where we slept. 2 bivy bags there. You can see the lake down below. It's Linogwyn. It's a stunning view down over the Ogwyn Valley. Lay here and watch the sunrise. Morning. Morning. Sun's coming up behind us. I see. What a beautiful place to wake up in the morning. My fingers are freezing though. Ooh, look at that ice. Oh, it's a lovely view. Ice on my bivy bag. I wonder what the temperature was. Breakfast is Expedition Foods. Rice pudding with cinnamon. Oh, my hands, I've got frost all over my gloves. Ooh. Right. Just getting out my jet boil to cook some breakfast. You shouldn't light fires in the Snowdonia National Park because there's a risk of wildfires and that would severely damage the landscape. So no barbecues, no fires within the national park.
Look up there, on Egarn. Look, up there. On the little lump of Egarn sticking up there. There's loads of people up there. Can you see them? Oh, yeah. They're probably coming down here now.
When you're wild camping, it's important to be high up, away from any farms, tracks, houses. Make sure that you don't trample any of the native plants, don't move rocks,
Don't use any detergents or soaps if you're washing up in the rivers. You should always take a hat and gloves with you when you're going up the mountains. We've been sleeping in woolly hats and we've needed the gloves. Trying to squeeze the water out the filter bottle with cold hands is not easy.
How much water do we need in these? It doesn't actually say, it just says water. Oh, here we go. That's it. Oh, I need to warm my fingers up. Where did I put my real gloves? Nice. The sun's coming up behind Tryfan, look. Beautiful. Okay, it's properly boiling.
The dehydrated packet meals are really good for taking up on a wild camp. They're very light, don't weigh much, not bulky to carry, but they're very tasty. Just pour in some boiling water, leave them to rehydrate for 5 minutes and they're ready to eat.
Oh, mix it first, don't you? No, wait 5 minutes. So we have Expedition Foods rice pudding with cinnamon dessert range. Water is in and it's rehydrating for 5 minutes. And on the back of this packet it says, "Earth does not belong to us, we belong to Earth. Take only memories, leave nothing but footprints." Whenever you wild camp you need to take all your stuff with you, don't leave anything.
Always carry out your litter, always leave no trace. Look at the colour of the sky behind us, it's amazing. My DD Dura 3 sleeping bag has a waterproof foot box at the bottom, designed for hammock camping, but you can kind of hop and walk around in it on the grass when it's wet, and you're wild camping too, although I did fall over, so I wouldn't recommend it. Pulling my sleeping bag up around my shoulders to keep the warmth in whilst I sit here eating my breakfast.
Here it comes. You see it on that mountain over there. Feels like it's getting thicker. Your hands. Porridge in it. Oh, porridge is in my rucksack. running. It's yours. That's quite nice, even though it's hard to drink. Here's some.
It's a lovely view down the Ogwen Valley. It's time to pack away. Need to make sure that you're up and gone early in the morning when you're wild camping, before anyone else gets there and sees you. Should pitch late at night, just as it's getting dark, sleep the night and then get up, sunrise, before all the walkers are out. Pack all your stuff up, no one will know you've been there. Leave no trace. Our equipment's all very wet from sort of condensation, breathing into the bivy bag all night and sleeping bag and damp ground, so it'll all need hanging out to dry when we get back to camp. Packed up now, ready to go. Leave our amazing camping spot. All clean, leave no trace. Can't even tell that we've been here. It's very early still. You're back down by 9. That's our little spot just there, where we were. Tryfan. See Adam and Eve just on the top. You can see Cannon Rock just sticking out there somewhere. There's Lynn Ogwen and Egon. Found a little stream to fill up our water filter bottles. Just by the bridge. We're almost back down to the road now, so our night of camping is over. Probably going to go to the beach today as it's such a lovely sunny day. Go over to Anglesey. If you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe.